basically said, if the club don't want you, you will go somewhere else and win trophies elsewhere because that is what you do. Is that the kind of self-belief that made you think you would be okay no matter what decision was made about your future?
So that's what I did all my career. And I believe in myself. And it's always coming from good vision, good strategy and hard work. And then finally you get a reward. And we had to wait very long last season, but by the end we got the reward.
So was it unsettling to have to wait so long? It was unusual for everyone.
We are now in a new season. We left everything behind. We're looking forward. It's a great project, and also the process is nice, and we'll go with ups and downs. And now we are very energized. We are a good dynamic, good spirit, looking forward, and we want to work and we want to win.
Erik, do you feel that this is the strongest you've been in position as Manchester United manager, because you have won a second trophy, you've got the contract extension, there's a pledge of support to you from the new leadership team, but also they spent the summer looking at other options and decided that you were the best man for the job. So do you feel that you are in the strongest position since you've arrived at United?
I never think if I'm in a strong position or in a weak position. Probably you are right, but it's because you have to prove, and when you have to take over a dressing room who didn't won in 6 years one trophy, and then you have to prove yourself. That's clear, but I don't think I'm strong or I'm weak. No, I want to collaborate. I want to work together. I can't do this alone, and we have to collaborate very good with the players, but also with the staff, with the leadership, so with everyone. And then I'm sure when we have the right vision, and we have, that we will have even more success.
Hi Erik, you ended last season on a high, beating Manchester City to win the FA Cup, and showed that you can beat the very best team arguably in Europe, certainly in England at the moment. But what is a realistic expectation for Manchester United fans for the coming season? Because I know in the interview you did with AD, I think you still said you were some way behind them. What can fans reasonably expect from the team next season?
So we proved we can beat the best team, and not only one time, but now we did it twice, but also the other games against them were very close. And you see that also in the data opportunity scores from winning. And also there was the game in the final as well. It was a deserved win, but also other games we could have won. And so you are capable of it. But our challenge is to do it consistent, and that is what we have to work for.
Hi Erik, you've obviously strengthened the squad with 2 players already, and I know you've spoken about the need for quality and quantity. Is there a specific number of signings that you want to have over the next 5 weeks?
No, I want just the squad as strong as possible.
But do you think, obviously you salvaged the season with that great FA Cup win, but with the league form, the Champions League form, would there be a slight concern having a relatively similar squad to last season? Do you think there needs to be quite a lot of changes?
No, we already had very good two buys, and so when everyone is fit, we have a team who can beat everyone. But also the squad depth, we have to catch up. We know that because we had injuries, we are vulnerable, and we have to avoid this by first get less injuries, picking up less injuries, and second, our squad has to be that good in the depth, and of course the quality we have, but in the depth we have to catch up, and even more because this will be a season survival of the fittest.
Hi Erik, Marcus had a disappointed season by his high standards last year. What gives you confidence that will be a one-off, and how much do you think Ruud van Nistelrooy's addition to the staff will help him and the strikers?
last point is clear, and that is a reason why he's here, but not only for the strikers. He's much more than this. But Rashford, he can only prove himself, and he is capable of it. And he scores so many goals, and already on a relative young age, so many goals. So he's capable of it, and I'm confident and have 100% belief he can do the same as 2 years ago.
Hi, Erik.
Hi.
Mason Mount had a really difficult season last season, obviously with loads of injuries, as did we have with so many other players. What's his best position, and what sort of attributes do you think he possesses, and how big of a season is this for him, and how are you looking to use him in our midfield?
You can't judge his season because he was injured, so don't judge him because he was injured. But when he's fit, he will be a very good player for us, and we can use him versatile. And you need in the squad, you need certain types you need in the squad. You need the leaders, you need the team players, you need individuals, multifunctional players, and definitely he is one of the players. He can play in several positions, and I'm sure he will help the team.
Hi, Erik.
Hi, Livet Rubalcaba, Fox Deportes. You're about to play in one of the biggest and most important stadiums here in the United States. And for most of the people attending, this will be the closest thing they'll get to experience a Premier League match. What does that mean to you to be able to bring that experience to all of them?
We are very pleased to be here to bring, I think, top Premier League football to LA. And I think for all the fans, it's a great opportunity, and we are not often so close because the season doesn't allow us to come over more often. But I think this is a great opportunity to watch two of the best teams in the world.
And lastly, just based on that, we're all expecting it to be a great match tomorrow. Are you guys taking it just as another friendly, or is there more in stake?
We are top spotters, and we want to win. We want to win every game, and especially when we play Arsenal. And when Arsenal, same approach they will have against us. So it's a good test for both of them. But I'm sure both are very eager to win the game.
Hi, Erik. Can I ask you about the new coach who's just been appointed, Andreas? Why the decision's been made? What qualities you expecting him to bring?
So when we assessed, when we did a review of the staff, we did some profiling, what we want to fill in, and what he will do. He will working in areas as individual development, in winning culture, and in set place area. So that is his job, and I think we are very pleased with him in our team, and we're looking forward to have him here.
Erik, the football leadership team are over here in the main. It feels like a good opportunity to get to understand each other in working practices when you're all over here together. I just wondered if that's your impression so far, and how do you see it going from here on in?
Yeah, so far you see a new dynamic, and you see a lot of energy in the team. And after a season ending in a high, that's again very good to see. And we want to gather more trophies, and therefore we are starting a footballer, and that is what we are aiming for this season.
Hi, Erik. Obviously, we had a lot of injuries last season in Manchester United, particularly in the left-back area. Obviously, Luke Shaw and Malacia had both quite big injuries last season. Is that an area that you feel like you need to reinforce with maybe a signing this summer?
And we're looking in all the positions to reinforce, but we need a plan in our squad to make that we assure ourselves that we always are occupied in the position. That's clear.
Hi, Erik. I'm not expecting you to give away lots of secrets, but with regard to all the injuries you had last season, can you give us you've obviously, well, hopefully analysed why it happened. Can you give one reason, one of the reasons why that happened, sort of 60 plus injuries? Because that's,
so many reasons, I think.
Can you give us one, please?
And again?
Just give us one then, please.
The amount of games, the fixture list, the load on the players, the pressure on the players is so high. And we are not the only team with so many injuries. And there were across the Premier League, there were many teams with a lot of injuries. We were not even the worst. What we had, that was our bad luck. We had them all in the end of the season in the back four. And of course that cost us a lot of points. But the load and the pressure on players is so immense. And this season it's getting even worse because the new model, the new format in Europe.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Are you concerned it could happen again then? It could become a regular thing?
But it will happen. I just mentioned it. It's the survival of the fittest. So one of the things so important in your structures that you cover that fitness part with medical, with performance, that you have to things right, but also the players. They have to work in the right way because when the standards are so high, then if you have to fulfill them, it's only possible when you fulfill the highest standards. It's not only on game day, on every day.
Last two questions, James and then Chris.
Erik, just following on from Jamie's question, is there anything in all the review of the medical stuff that you guys have looked at internally that you might need to change or improve going forward that you think are factors? And also you obviously talked about Rashford, two other players with something to prove next season are Anthony and Sancho. What are you expecting from those two players next year as well?
So we already made our decisions and we appointed a new club doctor last season, and actually he started late in the season, but now he can start in a fresh and be in the lead and be appointed a new head physio. So we made changes. So also there we changed strategies in medical and performance to improve. But I think that is normal in nowadays football. The developments are so fast, and every time you have to innovate. And if you want to be the best, you need also the best in those departments. I think it's. For every individual, is different, and no one has the same. No one has the same background, but it's clear we want to win, and we need good players, and both of them are very good players.
Hi Erik, you've made a very exciting signing in Euro, and you've been linked with a couple more centre backs too. How hopeful are you, and how important is it to get a second centre back in this summer?
I think we are occupied, but we work continually, and I think the good thing we already signed 2 players, but I think it belongs to a club as Manchester United that you're always looking if the opportunity is there for better, and we still have time until the 31st of August.